Hello everyone, welcome back to another Starcraft 2 cast. My name is Osborne and I will be bringing you this Protoss vs Terran matchup on the Antigua shipyard. Today's matchup, coming in from the Gold League, we have playing Protoss in blue, a desperate cry for help, and I will be calling him Desperate forever because that is a stupid name. It is MeHung, but it's the last time you'll ever hear it. So Desperate over on the right hand side, top right hand, northeast side, and his opponent playing Terran wearing red. Blacknight. He's not black. That's all I have to say about that. And we are on Antigua Shipyard, which is one of the more balanced maps. If you can listen to most people, I guess some people think that Terran has a little bit of an advantage just because of the... there's such a small amount of space here. You can get a couple siege tanks and kind of shell this, but it's kind of easy to counter if you've got absolutely anything. A good strategic position, though. We'll see if that happens. It's not very often you see mech versus a Protoss army, and he's not making any SCVs. Why is he not making SCVs? Make SCVs, Black Knight. What are you doing? Stop making SCVs. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Meanwhile, back at Desperate's base, we have a lot of chrono being saved up, so I can only imagine that he's going to be doing a 4-gate. And since he doesn't have any gas yet, I can imagine it's going to be a pure Zealot 4-gate? Maybe? You need gas for warping, don't you? I mean, isn't it 50-50? I mean, what are you guys doing? I don't understand what's going on anymore. Everything is a lie. Nothing is true. And winter is coming. We've got a probe coming down with a gun. It's going to shoot somebody in the face. And we'll have to see where it's going. It obviously has no idea where his base is. He's going to look down here, and then he's going to look over here in the cross position, and then he's going to come over here and then not do anything. Where is this? Where is he? What the oh, actually, that's a pretty good idea. That's a good move right here to give that probe some quality time with that Zelnaga tower. And we got a mule coming down. Everyone, cue the OP stamp. And what else we got? We got not much else. We got Black Knight scouting out this 4-gate. He sees 2 gates right now, but if he saw the fact that there are only 1 gas, there can only really be 1 option. Yeah, he saw that. Okay, so he knows a 4-gate's coming. What will he do in response? Chrono boosting out Dem Zealots, putting them in that mineral line, and don't know quite why they're in the mineral line, honestly. I guess he's afraid of Hellions? But he does have 1 factory coming up. So he's got 1 barracks and 1 factory. We might see the dreaded 1-1-1 build. Dreaded 1-1-1 build is very effective against Protoss. If only he can get it up immediately after this factory. Will he make one right immediately afterwards? He's gonna make something. I can feel it. And it's a factory, so no. No 1-1-1 build. And very wise to not get supply blocked. Very important to not do that. Don't want to get supply blocked ever. And here comes about 4 Zealots gonna come running down the map with a 5th one in the middle, right behind, saying, "Hey guys, wait for me!" It took too long tying his ponytail. And we're going to see these Zealots kind of smash their faces into this bunker, I imagine. I can't imagine that he would be smart enough with his name and all to run past the bunker and actually attack the mineral line where you want to be. I suppose we'll find out right now. We're going to hug the turn. We're going to get killed the shit out of... Oh my gosh, so much death. That Zealot's not going to even get... Oh, he got 1 swipe off. And we'll see that there's 2 SCVs coming down, doing that OP repair job. OP stamp once again. I need to actually get an OP stamp. I think that would be a pretty cool thing to have. I need someone to somehow make that. I'm going to ponder that as we go through this game. So 2 factories coming out, and Siege Tank and Blue Flame coming out at the same time. That is such a strange build. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this against Protoss before. This is a fairly common thing you can see against Zerg at low levels, as no, the people's builds aren't quite up to snuff. But it's not bad. It's not a bad idea against Zerg. Against Protoss, we'll have to see how he places them in correlation to all the units. We've got a Hellion harassing these Zealots, as it was wont to do. And that's great up until the Zealots get charged, in which case Hellions tend to die very fast. Because 16 damage is a lot. And that Zealot's going to get killed because LOL rally point. And now here comes the Hellion once again, going to do a little bit more harassment. A little bit more there we go. Blue Flame now, doing so much damage. Can he get the more shots off, do some permanent damage? Maybe he might be able to. There's another one coming in. 2 Blue Flame Hellions might actually be enough to do some permanent damage. It does do some permanent damage, but there's a Stalker coming out. So we're going to have to retreat back into the base. Only did a little bit of damage to this Stalker right here. Did about 12 damage. 12 damage. 22 damage. There you go. Math, everyone. It's good for you. Got another proxy pylon coming down in the third base of Blacknight. So he's going to be able to block that expansion and as well as warp in some Stalker support, I think, is where he's going to go with that. Although he has all Zealots except for 1 Stalker, and those Zealots are going to get completely destroyed by these bunkers and these Hellions. And now out comes the tank, and it does in fact have siege mode, as you can imagine. And that is going to be a very, very difficult line to break. Armory coming up, so looks like we're going to have a decent little upgrade fest going on here. That's good. Always want upgrades. Upgrades very good. Let's raise that supply depot and toast those Zealots. Doing so much damage to these bunkers, but getting killed in the process. Stalker's already down, and this siege tank is just taking out those Zealots. That's how many kills. He's got 3 kills, 4 kills. 4 kills for the siege tank. How many for these guys? 1 kill for him, 3 kills for him. Hellion is doing so much damage. Both bunkers are taken down, and he's going to rebuild them on the top of the ramp. I don't think I like that. I think I would rather him make them down here. And GG comes out for MeHung. Oh, I said his name. Oh. GG my game. So, some bad manners coming out, I think, is what he was going for. I think he's trying to say that he wins because his opponent went mech. And here comes some charge. Let's see, what is the worker count looking like? Blacknight is in the lead by a significant margin. And so is he also in the lead in the army count. So, though Blacknight is not expanding at all. He's got 4 factories, a reactor coming up on one of them, and 1 base. So, and these Hellions finally kill that pylon. Only took 3 minutes. And up comes the expansion finally for Blacknight. Got those siege tanks, got those expansions. He needs them to beat this Protoss because if I'm not mistaken, he's going to DT maybe sometime? Nope, just going Zealots. I can't say that I'm not pretty shocked to see that. Usually you see a Dark Shrine and then Dark Templar in a situation where your 4-gate fails and your opponent has absolutely 0 detection whatsoever. But who am I to say what should be done in such a situation? I am but a lowly gold player and am not very good at this game. Although being supply blocked is very bad. You do not want to get supply blocked. As when you come to the mid game, you've got about 50, 60 food. You want to get 2 or 3 SCVs making supply depots at a time, especially if you've got 4 factories, because these things just take so much food. 3 for siege tanks, 2 for Hellions. It's just craziness all over the place. And actually, he's got some siege tanks here. And a big, I can only assume it's going to be Zealots, and it's Zealots. Oh, frickin' Ray. Down here we've got 4 Stalkers, which will do absolutely nothing against this giant siege tank line with 5, I say giant, but there's only 4. He needs to siege up, though. Sieging up would be very good for him. These 6 Hellions can do a very, very good job of killing off those Zealots, but he needs to siege. Right now. Sieging up. Right now. Do it. Yeah. Siege in. Oh, charge coming up, killing all those Hellions, but runs into a siege line, and all these Zealots are just gonna... Oh my gosh, 1 health on that Zealot. He is a survivor. He is living to tell the tale. I don't think he'll live much longer, but he is in fact living at the moment. 7 health for that one, 8 health for that one, 1 health for this one. Jeez. I like how the Stalkers didn't take any damage. Like, oh, nope, siege tank, bye. I don't know why they're attacking now, because there will only be more siege tanks. Siege tank, siege tank, siege tank, huh. Oh my gosh, all the Zealots dying. Hellions getting taken out by their own siege tanks, and these Stalkers are going to get completely curb stomped by these siege tanks, because that's what happens when you use a mechanical unit against a siege tank. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And then here comes some more Zealots to smash themselves into the siege line. Gets 1 tank and then completely dies. Desperate says F you, or F. And now here comes the tanks. This is going to be a very interesting game, because it's a mech Terran that won versus a Protoss. Admittedly a very bad Protoss, but whatever. Desperate saying that the other person sucks, even though he's the frickin' poster boy for running your face into a siege line. And he leaves the game. So, some BM from Desperate. He is also desperate for... He's so desperate for attention, he needs to BM. And he 4-gated and failed against a sieging Terran. Go figure. Well, I hope you enjoyed this game. I hope you enjoyed this Terran killing this Protoss. It was pretty fun to watch. I think I liked watching him smash his face into some bunkers instead of, you know, playing any kind of macro game whatsoever. So this has been Osborne bringing you this PvT on the Antigua shipyard. Hope to see you guys later. Peace out.